All right. I'm about to hit it. What is going on? It is Luke Snail. I'm here today with my co-host Lombardi TV.
What's happening?
We got a special guest today, Max, the founder of a. Oh, wait. How do you pronounce it? I don't want to mess it up. How do you pronounce it?
It's Amilliatelier.
Amilliatelier.
Yes, sir.
Amilliatelier. I was definitely gonna mess that up, so I'm glad I asked you before I did that. Where does that name come from?
When I was starting my brand, my homie Spank gave me the name Amilli because he was just saying that's like an easy, basic name to kind of just go with. So I just always followed a couple brands, and some of them use the name Studio, so I was trying to switch it up a little bit from that, and that was the best kind of fit.
So you were from Charleston originally, correct?
Sure, West Ashley.
West Ashley? Gotcha. What was it like growing up in West Ashley?
Shit, cool, fun. Shit, I used to skateboard, so I was in there everywhere. But majority downtown in West Ashley. Didn't really do too much in Charleston.
There was places to skate down there in West Ashley?
Hell yeah, there's Ackerman. Then, we used to skate by the mall at the little bank right there. There's so many spots. There's a Dollar Tree. I can't even think of the road, but it's a Dollar Tree by fucking Publix and with Navy Federal and all that. There's some stairs back there, ramp, the fucking post office.
Charleston really got like an underground skating scene. Like,
For sure.
I feel like they need to pop off more and do a little bit more because there's like a lot of skaters, especially right there by the highway. They got that skate aid place.
Yeah.
You be seeing a lot of them out there. So
And,
just to hear you say that, it's crazy.
You can go to that little bridge too, Wastelands. That's where we used to always be at. But shit, I wasn't like great. Shit, I just used to, I'm not gonna lie, I used to down there want to be a recorder, like videographer for it and take pictures and shit. And that was really what I down there like more about skateboarding. I like the culture more than trying to, like, it was really hard to down learn how to do tricks, bro.
Did skateboarding influence the clothes you make today in any kind of way?
Sure, definitely. Like,
What would you say is the biggest aspect as far as like the skateboarding fashion to, how it influences you
Like,
now?
the Eisenhower jacket, that was like one of the main things that kind of came from like skateboarding that I always paid attention to, like Dickies. People just starting to wear it, but Carhartt, that been like going on since 2008, 2009.
I got a friend who's big into skating. He always has been wearing like that work clothes type
Yeah,
stuff, and that
like-
makes sense. The Eisenhower jacket is kind of like a work jacket, so
It is,
that makes
yeah.
sense. That makes sense. What other stuff kind of influenced you as a kid in your like design style today?
I used to wear skinny jeans before when everybody used to call me gay and want to be like funny about it, but hey, look,
They
y'all
always
wearing
had
the
your
skinny
size in
jeans.
skinny
man.
jeans. Ain't no one else was buying skinny jeans at the time.
No, that's so funny though, cause I definitely used to have to get girl jeans, bro. Sometimes, like, if I wanted them to be like tight, but I tried to get like tight jeans, but not like nut tight. You gotta be able to move around.
Let it
Motherfuckers.
let it
Yeah.
breathe a little bit, but
Cause the girl pants, like the waist, like the groin area is smaller. So
Mhm.
definitely used to gotta get bigger
Not
size.
anymore. They probably got a little bit of room now. I ain't gonna say why, but they probably make them a little bit more room now. A little why. I ain't gonna say exactly why, but probably go buy a pair and they got a little bit more room in the front.
Hey man, that ain't my business.
Ain't my business. I'm just the interviewer.
So, what got you into like actually designing then? Obviously, like fashion has been something that's been a big part of your life, but what made you want to make your own stuff?
Living out here, it's so small, bro. There's no shopping. So you gonna go to the mall, you gonna buy something, you gonna go to a party, you gonna go to a basketball game, you gonna see at least 2 to 3 people with the same thing you got on.
You being from West Ashley, you saying there ain't really much places to shop. Well, how you feel about Citadel Mall? Like, that's in your
Shit.
section.
Before, when I was younger, skateboarding and everything, that was definitely our little spot to be at.
Right.
But I used to wear Vans, Nike SBs. Like, I used to love Bruins and Blazer Lows.
Mm.
So, I mean, like, I wasn't too much stunting on shoes. I think I really got into shoes in 9th grade. Like, that's when I started to switch up how I kind of dressed and, like, what I was doing more. But I definitely stayed to skinny jeans and, like, tie-dye shirts. Like, Yeah, definitely was my.
So
my
so
side.
you were wearing the Dunks before it,
Was
got
it?
super popular
Yeah.
recently, right?
For sure.
What other stuff do you feel like you were on early? You mentioned skinny jeans, and obviously that became a big thing.
Yeah, people used to always want me to do the jerk at the football
the
games, bro. Yeah, my brothers used to play football. That's funny though. But
Got any
that
videos
shit,
you doing the jerk on YouTube?
never.
No,
None floating
you
around.
official.
Oh, bro, I'm sure we could
I
find
was-
one. I'm sure we could find one.
No scandals.
Hey man, this is my first time being behind the camera. I don't even do that for real.
He's a little nervous, but hey, you're doing great so far. You're doing great so far. Let's talk a little bit about some of your like early campaigns for your brand. Talk about what products and stuff.
I was doing clothes with my homie Montreal because he taught me basically everything I know, like Photoshop, sewing clothes. That's really what we were doing at first. Like I was doing like deconstructing jeans, going to Goodwill and thrift stores and like just sewing all that back together, teaching me how to unhem jeans and do that. So I was doing that. We had this like rainbow shirt I came up with. That was definitely like a big Charleston hit when we did that, for sure.
Yeah, Freeze be going crazy with sewing and shit. Like I be watching his Instagram and that's all he doing. He be sewing every day, all day. So
You getting that shit done.
What was the biggest challenge, learning your like design chops? What was the biggest hurdle for you?
Photoshop.
Photoshop, really?
Because that's what I do now, primarily to design everything I do. Like he down there does like Illustrator and Photoshop. I couldn't get Illustrator, bro.
Really?
Yeah, it was like it's way more than Photoshop, like way more complicated. You gotta do way more stuff to like get it how you want. And then I went to YouTube University, so that's another reason. So it's like I kind of learned more Photoshop from him, and then Instagram, watching some videos, like people would post stuff on Reels, and then pandemic hit, so I ain't had nothing but time. So
perfecting your craft.
I was like sitting in the crib all day. I did some acid one time, and I definitely came up with some fire shit. But that was like a long day. It was just we wasn't doing nothing, so shit. I was just chilling.
No, 100%. You mentioned acid. What are some other things that maybe you draw like influence from? Maybe like movies or I don't know, nature.
More so music and traveling. Like being in Atlanta, shit. We definitely traveled like too much to damn count. So it's like every time we came back from a trip, that was probably like my time I like sit down on the laptop and literally like work. We'd be going out, but it'd be nighttime, so you can work all day. Shit, we'd be sleeping. Everybody be sleeping till like 12 o'clock, bro. We'd be
just
party
going
animals.
out to the bars and stuff in Atlanta, or what?
No, we was going to the clubs.
Yeah. My bad. I'm at clubs.
Nah, you good.
I use those kind of,
We go like lounges and then clubs, but shit, it'd be like an all night event, like 9 a.m. morning time, going back inside.
You were rocking your clothes to the club?
Yeah, shit. I mean, being honest, I wasn't having enough clothes to do it for real, so I'd be wearing my clothes, like some stuff I probably made, but majority I'd be wearing Richeza. Cause shit, bro, it's just.
Speaking on that brand a little bit, because we be seeing if you follow him on Instagram, you see him and Rich Shazzy, they do a lot together. So like, what's the relationship with him, and how long have you known him?
That's my brother for real, bro. I known him since 2017 ish, like 2017. One of my first times being in Atlanta, we had linked because of Montreal. They went to college together, and they didn't even go to school together. They just had met through mutual friends, and they became close and that shit. Montreal was photoshopping, doing all that, so he was helping him, and then shit, Montreal just like this little bro. Right. Brought me in, and then shit, the first time we linked, bro, we worked on clothes till like 7 a.m. Like later we did some, I'll never forget that. We did some like Vans with rhinestones on, and then we did some jeans.
Did you drop any of those pieces that you did that day? Like,
nah, that was more so him. We was just like having fun, just helping. Like it wasn't really like it was just a party, just not even like a party, but like a work party, I guess you won't call it. Then we had our homie, his homie Rashid came through and took some pictures and shit. Like, we was literally just all in there working.
So what's his influence with your brand, and like, did he play a part in your brand like taking off and what it is today?
For sure. Like, for sure. Like, he definitely was like one of the top reasons why. Cause shit, every time I got something, I'm gonna give him something for free. Cause he gonna just put it on, wear it, post it, do all that. Like, he pro my brand like just like I promote his brand.
Ain't nothing like a homeboy to actually support what you're doing, and just don't wait until you saying it. They just gonna do it because they want to see you do better. So especially when you got the same type of thing going on as you, it's different like that. So.
Yeah, and he like big influence on a lot of brands nowadays. Like,
whether they say it or not.
Yeah, like seeing them just like copy his stuff in a way. Like, some people literally like copy. Some people will take an influence from it. Some people use his like mock-ups. It's just stuff like from being there, just learning Photoshop and stuff, and just seeing other people and seeing his stuff from 2017 and now. Like, I just always pay attention to stuff like that, the little shit.
What was the moment when you're like, all right, like, I'm a clothing designer and I'm not going to be anything else. Like, this is what I'm doing.
January 1st, 2020.
Why is that?
I quit my job and moved to Atlanta, like with $1,000.
Was it like a New Year's resolution, or is that date significant?
It was a leap of faith because he had a crib that he wasn't staying in no more. He was paying rent on. He was just having a crib, so shit. He had asked Montreal to come. Montreal asked me to come, and like I would have moved earlier, but I was trying to like I was mixing around doing other shit. So I'm like, shit, I can't leave the money. And then my son just had turned 1. Shit, I was just trying to like
maneuver.
Yeah, like I was just trying to keep the money rolling and not like go down a lane that I don't feel confident in. And then shit.
Nothing to fall back on if it don't go the way you wanted to.
Literally. So went out there. We went out there like the second week of December, like 2019. I literally like, that's when I was just talking about other stuff. Like, that's when I had hit up somebody I had already met. I hit up Costa Nostra Kid, went over there, I got him some clothes for free, and then fucking his homeboy PG, he bought something. And then shit, they homeboy Felipe, he bought something. Like, they came in, like, just like being in the house over the little time while they had what they had going on, it was just more and more people coming in. And I was like, oh shit, like, damn, I came here with literally like $100 and left with like 15 on like my first day there. So I'm like, damn,
that's
like,
a good feeling.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm like, shit, this might not be a bad idea. So then like, literally through that whole week, it was just the same thing kept happening. And then they kept telling me to pull up. And then I'm meeting everybody else. They seeing my face again, so they like, shit, bro, just pull up on me. And then I go over there, and then I'm meeting 10 people over there at that house. So it's like my clientele kind of built a little, like I had a little base to where it was like, shit, if I can keep doing this like every week, this is way better than the job, bro.
Just from being around and, having the hustle, and that's what it sounds like, is like something just, you flipped a switch and it was like.
Yeah, shit, I was always good, I guess, networking, because I guess I'm always hit the little person than the big person. Like, if people was trying to get the roper, they always hitting me because they like, shit, I can't get to him, but I can get to this dude. He only got X amount of followers, so shit, he gonna respond, he gonna see it. So shit, that was the same thing I was doing. And then I got the schoolie from all that, and then like Johnny Cinco, like these people I was listening to going to high school, like people down here probably don't even on still, but they listen to Schoolie for sure. So it's like,
I know people in my circle that they Johnny Cinco fans and they Schoolie fans. Schoolie actually got a show down here tomorrow. That's crazy.
Yeah, like he wore my shit to All-Star game.
Oh, I didn't see that.
That was the when LeBron hit the little shot, and then Anthony Davis did the little
right.
And then he took a picture next to like Virgil, and that's when I was like, damn, like.
So
I can get my shit like this close to somebody I'm like influenced by big time like that. Like, never know if I get like.
Saw that picture next to Virgil, cause
that's another thing I'm saying. I didn't see it at first. Like, somebody sent it to me, and then it was just so crazy that I think Roper had got some to fucking the Migos DJ, and they was standing next to each other like during the little game winning shot, and then it was just like that picture came up. Somebody sent it to me, and then somebody sent me the picture of him and Virgil next to each other. I'm like, damn, like
That's history,
it's
right
crazy.
there.
Like,
So we
like,
hear
that
you
was
said
first week.
Schoolie and Johnny Senko. Who are a few other artists or notable people that we may know that you've been wearing your brand?
Of course, you got YB. Who else, bro? Like Doughboy.
G Herbo,
Yeah, G
Lil
Herbo,
Migo.
Jacquees.
I didn't see that one.
Lil Got It, right?
Lil
Lil
Got
It.
I saw
Got
a
It.
picture of that, yeah.
Yeah.
Jetson, out Columbia, the producer.
Jetson, PG, Nico, First, all them. Shit, Legend,
Long
yeah.
Money Foe.
Yeah, that's my brother for real. That's like grew up in the same neighborhood for real. So shit,
hard.
that's always gonna be top. I try to get him first. You got Mike, all them. Shit, you got Basil, Game Over. You got all them.
It seems like you're
Rocking
getting
with
a
them,
lot of
like-
support from the city
Yeah,
with your
that
brand.
definitely came in after the YB. No offense, but it's cool. It's
know
all
how it
love.
is.
Like
Yeah.
I appreciate it though.
Right,
And then
of course. But
I
you know how
appreciate
it
all
is.
the love.
Hey, we'll get to the young boy stuff in a second, but talk about some of how the other collaborations and stuff. Not collaborations, but co-signs transpired with those other rappers.
So like shit. Again, networking, like using my own voice, like not trying to force it and literally just like picking and choosing like, all right, this person is a good like sometimes it don't work out like that though. Like you always gonna be able to get to somebody and then shit, I got a certified trapper too. Like he like
Yeah.
I know you
I love-
Detroit,
yeah.
like he
He
got some
Milwaukee,
clothes.
but, he's doing his Detroit.
Yeah,
he's in his Detroit
he
bag,
like right
so-
there.
Right, yeah.
So I try to get to anybody that I feel like I listen to. Like if I listen to them, I'm definitely want them to wear my clothes. So like, shit, Doughboy, that was from Roper. Like a lot, definitely got a lot of hookups from that.
Doughboy, like from Cleveland, Doughboy.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh really?
Gotcha. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I love Doughboy. I'm from Ohio originally, so
For real?
Doughboy's pretty big down there.
Right.
People like him.
That's
so
my boy, bro. He
No,
cool. Like fucking.
he's been doing it forever too, bro. Like
Yeah.
people don't realize like how long he's
Hey,
been doing
man.
it. Like
If they ain't listen to Future song, they ain't know.
For
He
real.
definitely said that when Doughboy was locked up. Like, come on, like.
no, absolutely. Well, talk
gotta-
about the young boy stuff. I know people are excited to hear about that. So how did that all transpire?
Shit, I really just hit one of his again, one of the smaller people around him. I got access to like getting to talk to him and then fucking send him some clothes. I just left, like this was in Italy, like the whole time it was just transpiring. So I'm like, damn, like I'm in Italy right now. Like I'm talking to this man, like, damn, what the fuck about to happen?
Like a step up. It's like
yeah, like I was
different
like,
chapter in life feels like, right?
yeah, and then shit, I wasn't making like hella money to where I was like, shit, I'm about to just go back home, get a job, and like just like keep doing the clothes, but make the money on the job to supply what I'm trying to do.
Right.
So shit, like I was just waiting on it. I'm still like selling clothes, do like little orders, but I do like half deposit, so it's like I'm making some little money, but it was cool. And then shit, 3 months later, shit, I'm thinking it was gonna be like an instant. Like sometimes it'll happen like that. Like you give somebody them clothes and they literally like put it on the next time they get a chance to wear some shit. But that shit was like September. He probably wore that shit. Well, I gave it to him in like June. He wore that shit in September. Shit, I was in Charlotte chilling and literally about to go apply for a job the next day. And then my homie Boat called me. My homie Brandon was in the living room, and then I answered the phone call, and then shit, he just was like, bro, go look. You ain't see that on Instagram? I'm like, what the hell you talking about? He's, bro, just posted on your shit. And then I guess he didn't have no other pictures on his page too, so it was like, damn.
That's what it was. It was his first picture back on Instagram, not his first time being out of jail. It was the first picture he posted on his regular Instagram page. That's why it was big to me. I'm like, damn, his first picture back on the gram. Yeah, bro.
bro.
Shit from the crib, like.
Yeah, bro. And then it was like I was just not seeing it first felt better than me seeing it and then it being like, oh shit, like that was when I was like, oh yeah, fuck the job, like I don't even gotta try and do that for real now.
I don't even want to ride past the job now.
Literally, but then it was like shit.
What changed for you brand wise after that?
Yeah, like I had to take a realization, like all this shit I just did in Atlanta, like learn being under him. I wasn't really under him, but working with him and just like
taking notes.
Yeah, like now I gotta put that into action. Like I gotta do what he was doing now to get to where he at.
Definitely.
So like now it's like, oh, now you got a clothing brand. Like now people about to be trying to get your shit like bad, like yo, demand about to come, but then it really didn't come until it came. Like I definitely checked some good money that first week.
Mm-hmm.
But then like that second one with the red jacket, that was when it was like, oh shit, because not everybody wear yellow.
Right.
But that was an unreleased jacket. So he was the first person to wear the jacket, like, ever.
Yeah, he been in different colors, like a few of your color jackets. It just ain't a one-time thing. It seems like he putting that on every day. Yeah. And he can't even go nowhere, so he just getting fresh to stay in the house in your shit. So I was like,
hey, man, that's a good feeling. You gonna put that on.
I'm telling you. Then you know everybody watching him, so of course they're looking at what he got going on and what he wearing. So
man, like it was just like the third or fourth time. It was really that purple jacket too that kind of like amped it up a little more. But the Billboard one was the one where it's like, oh shit, like that's hard. And then it was in the fucking magazine thing that they did, so it's like, damn, like my shit on Billboard, like this is a real national brand, right?
What was it like the day that dropped? Like, did your Instagram traffic go up, or you get a lot of followers, or people just DMing you wanting jackets?
Yeah, just look, it was the same coincidence. Like, I'm not seeing it first. Like, somebody sent it to me off of, they be making fake pages, or I don't know if they be fake pages, but they won't be having no followers. So
little burner account.
Yeah, so they'll like DM and be like, when is this jacket dropping? I'm like, what? Like, what the fuck?
Mm-hmm.
And then I didn't see, like, the whole video and all that. Like, it was a little video to it. So I'm like, damn, bro, this man, love that shit. Like, I love bro for that shit. That shit be just bringing me more money. But, shit, it just make me want to keep sending him everything. Like, I don't even.
And you get a source of motivation. It's like you the biggest artist right now. And everything you could be wearing, you wearing my brand. So it's like I can do whatever.
Yeah, literally, bro.
For real.
Like, I don't be trying to take it, like, to the head though, like a lot of people would though.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't think a lot of people would be like constantly promoting it, but it's like I don't promote the same thing over and over again. It's like he wearing different things and different
like
times.
Promoting it for you at this point, like
yeah. Like sometimes if I don't even be dropping stuff, I'll let him get it first to see what it brings. Like if he wear it in the right way to where people seeing it, like, oh, it's gonna bring appeal to the jacket.
The most expensive mannequin ever.
Man, you can't pay for that.
I'm telling you.
Shit, you can't pay for that right there, man.
So we saw a sneak peek of a jacket, maybe a collab with Youngboy. Do you want to talk a little bit? I don't know how much you're able to talk about that. I know there's probably a lot of moving parts with that, but what are you allowed to say about that?
Shit, we got a lot coming.
Yeah.
There's more than the jackets, but shit, hopefully everything go how we wanted to go. Yeah. That's really, like, I guess that's the most I'd say about it, but shit, that's all. I just pray it go through exactly how we wanted to.
Absolutely. Yeah, huge opportunity too, you know, just like you were saying, it's not just he wore one of your jackets one time, you know, like it's been like he's really been invested in your brand, so that's got to feel good.
Definitely. And then like I guess like now, because it's like he keep wearing it, but I'll even try to put other people in position to like get a chance to get the same. Like that feeling is like unbeatable, bro. Like that's like Drake wearing your clothes, bro.
Right.
Like,
basically the equivalent to it.
That's like a hood Drake wearing your clothes, bro. You cannot beat that, bro. Like as big as you want other artists to be, bro. He's top 10 right now. Like
are there any artists that haven't had your merch yet that you trying to get? Like, is it a Lil Baby or a Drake, like you said? Or
It'd be so many different people. Like, that's the crazy part. It's like you gotta make clothes and give it to certain people. Like I feel like everybody can't wear that jacket he be wearing.
Right.
So like, if I would have gave it to Baby, there's no telling how he'll wear it. But there's definitely stuff I'll let her get my clothes to anybody. Like anybody that can draw attraction to that shit. I love getting to like female influences though, because I don't know if y'all feel like this, but dudes be buying more clothes off of girls wearing it.
Yeah,
crazy to believe it. And
that's just basically with everything. Like even if they listening to music, they gonna listen to the music that the girls listen to, especially if it's a rapper. So like the females really gonna.
Yeah,
but anything you do, if you keeping them satisfied and happy, you gonna be all right. Cause that's a solid fan base right there for real.
Man, like them girls be doing it. Like this girl, her name's Shamira. That was like when I first moved to Atlanta. Like that was one of the first like influencers to hit me. Like I wasn't trying to get them. Like they hit me. So I'm like, shit. I'm sending you whatever. Like
whatever you need.
So like I sent her that brown hoodie that I first dropped. Like when I did all that little dumb shit and I got that. So that when that happened, she brought me like more followers than Schoolie brought me. Like she brought me way more followers than Schoolie brought me, and it was like she wore it multiple times, and it's like every time she wear it, it'd be like more people come and they want that one specifically. So it's like I try to pick females who can dress, and that's the type of crowd that I want. Like you don't want, I don't know, like I never did Instagram ads. So
Me
like
either.
all my following is like legit authentic, so like organic.
Yeah, I think ads sometimes water it down. You want people to actually, get there organically. And
Literally, bro.
what are some of the other criteria for, someone you're like, all right, I want them in my stuff? What other stuff are you looking for someone, to wear your brand?
It depends. It's more so on like how you dress as a person too. Like I don't want somebody that dress all type of ways just wearing that shit, especially if I'm giving it to you for free.
Mm-hmm.
Right, you got to keep your brand like identity. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like I guess I haven't really figured out my like legit identity of my brand yet, but I know kind of like how I see it. So like I definitely base it off of how you dress as a person.
You got a vision for it, and
yeah, like I can see you wearing this. Like you gonna bring me something, bro. Like
was that the idea you had with sending Young Boy the jacket? Like,
oh, for sure. But like I even told him that because he probably didn't really believe me. But I was just like, bro, I'm just trying to make money, bro. Like I'm not really looking at this as nothing else besides like a opportunity to just
run a bag out.
Yeah, like
for real.
And then shit, he just was fucking with that. So it was just being genuine, being myself, like not trying to force it, like never trying to force it, bro. The more you try to force it, the more that shit will never be organic, bro. Like that's what I was saying. All my people are organic, so I never really try to. If I don't feel like it's an organic relationship, or you trying to like force your way into having this going on, like I'm not gonna do that, bro. Like that's what I do hate though. Like when people who got like a following and they'll hit me up like, damn, bro, I'm trying to get some clothes. Like, what that got to do with me? Like,
exactly.
Right.
Go to the website, because, like, if I really wanted you in my clothes, I'm going to respond back like, oh, yeah, bro, I got you. Like, what's your address?
Right. Like Lombardi was saying, you have a vision for it. You already, have this idea of, where you want it in the future. And it's not anything against those dudes that you just don't see in your brand's vision. It has nothing to do with them personally. It's just not your brand,
Especially not for free.
Yeah, exactly. Right. Yeah.
Because that's really what they be thinking of, like, oh, bro, I got 100,000 followers. Like, I'm going to put this on. I did that before, bro, and got 0 followers off it. So it's like, what I'm going to do that for? I got more following off of me giving people clothes for free that I didn't like, and they didn't post it. So type shit, like, when I first was getting them, and I'm getting Schoolie and all of them clothes,
right.
But they was bringing me more traction than like a person with 100,000 followers trying to do that, because they bringing genuine people that know them. Like, bro, where
die
you get
hard
this from?
fan base.
Yeah, like where you know this person from, where you get this from, and then you get the Johnny Cinco. I was fucking with Quest for real. Like I just started listening to him, but I got in touch with him. Boom, and then we straight locked it in. I gave him something free. He brought me in the crib, gave it to Johnny, kept it at that. But I never like went back.
You really get like a lot more out of the people that ain't in the industry but still got a name. Like it seemed like when you go and you tap into the people who like A-list celebrities, really, like you may get something, but them people that still grinding and on the way up, like you gonna get a lot out of them because the fans that they got, they really here for them. So
yeah, bro. And then now that like YoungBoy wearing it, say like I bring somebody that jacket, they gonna be like, oh damn, I done seen. So I want now they gonna try to wear it better than he did, but it's like, bro, it's no competition at that point. It's like, bro, just wear it right.
Right. No, like, and that all just helps you anyway, you know, to have almost that competition between people of like, oh, I'm gonna wear this better. That it's just more people wearing your stuff and, you know, going all out to make it the best outfit they, you know, put on. But you've given out a lot of free game on this interview. Is there anything else that you wanna kind of put out there for those of us listening?
Shit, like if you starting a clothing brand type.
Yeah.
I feel like if you really starting anything, you gotta go full in. Like, don't be scared, cause I'm not gonna lie, I was scared like the whole time being in Atlanta, bro. Cause I'm not making no real money to where it's like, bro, I wasn't focused on no females, like none of that.
For real.
I know people probably think that's what was going on cause they seen around it, but it's like I'm around it, bro. Like I can't help what I'm around.
Help you around, yeah.
So it's like shit. I'm working. So shit, either you gonna keep going and play your role, or you gonna get skipped. Like you gonna lose your turn, bro.
Basically,
like, the next person gonna come up behind you that's still trying to do that. They trying to stay down and do the same thing everybody else doing.
Everybody working every day. Is somebody new starting something. So you got to keep the foot on the gas. Like.
Literally, bro. And then keep a good team around you. Like just like the people around you definitely gonna mold you as a person. So. If you got people around you that's gonna keep you, that always working, you should be motivated by they working.
Right.
Like you should never just be sitting there being around, just dangling, just being a
gotta
person.
Learn
that,
something.
Yeah,
real.
Like you gotta have something to the equation, bro. Especially if you want to be around. Then the money come, and now you just sitting there like, damn, like where my money at?
Exactly.
That shit, like
you ain't contribute anything to it.
You ain't working on nothing,
right.
So they're not finna pay you for not doing nothing. And just keep going, bro. Like,
for sure.
That's the only thing. That's like number one thing, though. Keep going. Like, don't never give up on something you feel like can happen for real.
Right. Just don't be scared. Wait your turn. Keep going. Yeah, those are great pieces of advice, and it's so easy to get discouraged. You know, doing something creative, especially, it's so easy to get discouraged. So
I was definitely discouraged. It wasn't like a discourage. It was more like a self-disbelief. Like, I wasn't believing in myself like everybody else did. And then, shit, I really started believing in myself, bro, till bro wore that shit, bro. Like, believing, like, oh, yeah, like, now I'm going to make some money, bro.
Right.
Right, absolutely. Well, what's next for you in the brand?
I got 2 drops coming up this month. I got some new jackets. I got a restock on the sweatsuits that y'all went crazy over, the pink and cream. And then I got this, like, Tiffany blue. I got a Tiffany blue one with black coming out, whole new design. So nobody can say it look like nothing else.
Right.
And shit, I'm gonna keep doing like 2 drops every month. And then summertime, I got bathing suits. I got a commercial coming with the Wizard, my boy.
Shout out HD.
We about to do something like that. Got some like, I'm trying to go like a little more high end by summertime. So we're gonna be like way more official. Trying to come like cleaner, everything too. So I know y'all don't like the prices, but the price is gonna keep going up because the quality gonna keep going up. So I'm about to do some like crazy shorts and shirts. Quality though, fire quality. No cheap stuff, man.
Right. We're gonna wrap up a little bit. Is there anyone that you feel like you got to shout out? Anything before we head off?
Just everybody who supported me, I support y'all. Shit, I love y'all.
Absolutely. You want to tell people where they can find you on like Instagram, stuff like that?
My Instagram is 1MAXXAMILL, 1Maxamill.
And there you go. This is Luke Snail. I'm with
Lombardi TV, man.
You're watching Palmetto 84.3. We're out.